Students, up to the earlier online session, we will learn about the pressure and about the all kind of quality of the pressure. But at the last point, we have the question that is gas and liquid also exerts the pressure? To prove that and to understand that, we will first going to do one activity. What we have to do in this activity is pressure exerted by liquids and gases. If liquids and gases both are exerts pressure, then we will going to check this by this activity. Take a transparent glass tube or a plastic pipe. The length of the pipe or tube should be about 25 cm and its diameter should be 5 to 6.5 cm. It means first of all you have to take first plastic pipe of 25 cm length and diameter of 5 to 7.5 cm, and then after you have to fill water inside it. But before that, tie one rubber balloon at the base, as you can see over here. Also take a piece of thin sheet of a good quality rubber, say a rubber balloon. You can take good quality rubber also, or if it is not available, then you can take help of the rubber balloon too. Stretch the rubber sheet tightly over the one end of the pipe. Hold the pipe at the middle, keeping it in a vertical position. It is very important step. You have to put it into vertical position only. Ask one of your friend to pour some water in the pipe. Does the rubber sheet bulk out? Note also the height of the water column in the pipe. Pour some more water. Observe again the balloon bulk in the rubber sheet and the height of the water column in the pipe. Repeat this activity with a few more times, and can you see any relation between the amount of blood in the rubber sheet and the height of the water column in the pipe? What you have to do here is, first of all you have to take pipe of this much size which is given already in this activity, and then after tie some kind of the height rubber sheet or a balloon at the base, and then after you have to hold this pipe vertically and ask your friend to fill the water inside it. You will observe that as you will going to pour more and more water inside this pipe, the rubber balloon which is holding at the base of the pipe will getting stretched more and more outside the pipe. It means by this activity you can conclude that the rubber balloon will getting enlarged because of the some kind of pressure, and in this activity the pressure is exerted by the water, and water is liquid. That's why we are concluding here that liquids are also exerts pressure on the edges of the utensil in which it is filled up. This one is the base where we tie up the rubber sheet, and that's why this is getting enlarged because of the pressure of liquid. Pressure exerted by water at the bottom of the container depends on the height of its column. Now the question is, how much of the rubber sheet will get enlarged? It will depends up to the height of the column. As much as higher you will fill the water, that much this the rubber sheet will get increase in the surface area. It means you will pour more water, then this rubber sheet will be enlarged more. As you can see in this image, here is size of rubber sheets enlargement is small because the height of the water filling is small, but because you fill the more water in this pipe, the rubber sheet will get more enlarged. Activity number 11.9. Take a plastic bottle. You can take a discarded water or soft drink bottle. Fix a cylindrical glass tube a few semi long near its bottom as shown in the below figure. You can do so by slightly hitting one end of the glass tube and then quickly inserting it near the bottom of the bottle. Make sure that the water doesn't leak from the joint. If there is any leakage, seal it with the molten wax. Cover the mouth of the glass tube with a thin rubber sheet as you did in activity number 11.8. Now Fill the bottle up to half with water. What do you observe? Why does the rubber sheet fixed to the glass tube bulge this time? Pour some more water in the bottle. Is there any change in the bulge or of rubber sheet? What you have to do is you have to take one bottle as like shown you can in this figure. Then after, at the bottom side of the bottle you have to insert one test tube in the hole, but make sure that the leakage will not take place, because if there will be leakage the water will start get out from the leakage. That's why it should be too prepared. And if in a certain cases you found some kind of leakage, then you can solve it with the help of molten wax too. Now here you have to put one balloon or join one balloon as you did it in the earlier activity, but at that case you insert balloon at the base, but here you will join balloon in the end of test tube like here. Then after, pour more and more water inside the bottle and observe the condition of balloon, if it is getting enlarged or remain as it is. And by this you will conclude something. What you will going to conclude is, here 11.15 figure number, a liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Because you are pouring water inside this balloon will enlarge slightly, but that even because of the pressure which is exerted by this water, it means at the edges of the utensil or container also the water will get exerts pressure. Note that the rubber sheet has been fixed on the side of the container and not at the bottom. At the side of the container we fix the rubber sheet, not at the bottom. That's why then even it is getting enlarged. That's why we can conclude that the rubber sheet is getting enlarged because of the water pressure which is exerted on the wall side of the container. Does the bulging of the rubber sheet in this case indicate that water exerts pressure on the side of the container as well? Let us investigate further. It means in this activity, if water is exerting pressure, then how much it is and up to which level it will be in the so much amount, and at which level it will be not at much, it means it will negligible. So again we are starting to get overview of this chapter. In the very first, we were learned about the introduction of force and pressure. Then after, here is some conditions where force is applied by the body on the other body. This is some activities where you learn that by pulling or pushing you can change the moment of some object because of the force. There are two types of the force you learn over here. That one is the contact force and the and the non-contact force. Under the contact force you learn the muscular force. Then after, frictional force, and in the non-contact force you learned about the electrostatic force, magnetic force and gravitational force. Here we finished the force, and next topic was the pressure and how the pressure is applied on the body. You were understood it with the help of diagram. But on the water and gases, it means liquid and gases also exerts pressure. That was our question, and by this doing these two activities we solve that problem and conclude that the water will also exerts pressure, or you can say the liquid will also create pressure on its container. Today here our session is getting over. Next activity we will learn